And welcome everybody to part 38 of the Pokemon Gold walkthrough. We are going to be taking on our final challenge right before the Elite Four, which is that of Victory Road. Now, it would be more of a challenge if there was actually trainers to face off in here. But, you know, again, I think that the road leading up to Victory Road... how about that? That was a stupid thing to say. I apologize. That was terrible. I really think that those are the trainers that make up for having no trainers inside Victory Road. And within this cave, 3 levels to it, all the same Pokemon, all the levels, so the stats are going to be easy. Very short, very simple to go through. It's mainly just a means of grinding, because Pokemon here levels between 32 all the way up to 40, basically. And there are some rare ones in there, such as Rhyhorns and Rhydons, Donphans, Urasings that you can run into for some really good experience right before attempting the Elite Four. And that's pretty much what this whole entire cave is about, just getting you ready for the Elite Four, letting you take on the ability to grind, and giving you a few items right beforehand, including TM, I think 26, which is Earthquake, a really good get right before heading into the Elite Four. But before we continue on, let's go through the stats of the whole entire cave very quickly. Gold, Silver version, Golbat, 30% all across the board. Crystal version, 30% at night, 10% in morning and the afternoon. Graveler, Gold and Silver version, 30% all across the board. Crystal version, 30% morning, afternoon, 50% at night. Gold version only, Urasing, 20% chance all across the board. Silver version only, Donphan, 20% chance all across the board. Onyx, Gold, Silver, 15% chance all across the board. Crystal version, 20% morning, afternoon, and night. Rhyhorn, Gold, Silver version, 5% chance all across the board. Crystal version, 3% chance morning and afternoon. Sandslash, Crystal version only, 5% chance morning, afternoon. And Rhydon, Crystal version only, 5% chance morning and afternoon. Those are all the types that you can... that's basically all Pokemon you can run into. Again, you got some rarities like Rhyhorn, Rhydon, and Crystal version, but Rhyhorn's probably the better get, so you can get a few levels right before going into Rhydon. Sandslash, level 35, some pretty good experience right there. Onyx is from level 32 all the way through level 36. And again, really good experience. But the biggest one is Graveler. Gold and Silver version only 32, but in Crystal version, he can reach up to level 40 for some extremely good experience. But this is the biggest reason... okay, not the biggest reason right here is going to the Elite Four, but this is the big trainer we face at the end of it all, our rival Silver. Now again, let me put it in perspective of how I feel about rivals in all Pokemon games. I hate the fact that they don't use TMs. It makes them way too easy to face. I hate the fact that they choose really bad moves, as you're going to see a few here. Again, makes it really easy to face. And especially when it comes to Silver, he uses some of the worst moves you could imagine when going up against him. That's probably why people remember Blue as a better rival over Silver, because Blue at least had some moves that were really good, most notably his Pidgeot's Fly that could get very annoying at times. But again, for this one, you know, it's sad to say, but Silver's really easy. Like right here, I'm going against Feraligatr, and he uses Rage. I've always done this whenever I play the game. I want my starter to go against the starter. You know, I want them to face off against one another, because Typhlosion knows Thunder Punch. It's really easy. But why would Feraligatr not use Surf? Does he just not know Surf? You know, did he neglect to teach him the HM of Surf to go around the one really good water move that could destroy me in one move? Instead, he uses Rage? Why do they program the computers to use the AI to use such terrible moves against you? That's what makes these fights so pointless and so boring, is the fact that they don't really give them a really good move set to face off against. You know, and that's going to be the biggest problem. You know, when going against the gym leaders, they use the strongest moves they have. You know, especially the Elite Four, from what my memory recalls. We'll see once I actually get into there. You know, but when it comes to going against trainers and your rival, they're just nowhere near as good, and I just don't understand why that is. You know, are they trying to make us that you beat the crap out of your rival every time? Is the whole entire moral of this rival fight right here and now the fact that, you know, it's supposed to be it's supposed to, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't even fucking know. My brain's like completely out there. Is this a symbolism for him focusing too much on power and not enough on friendship with his Pokemon. You know, is he trying too hard to be strong instead of being an actual caring friend to his Pokemon like we're supposed to be? Is that why he chooses such shitty moves when going in? Is that why Team Rocket chooses such shitty Pokemon with shitty moves to use against us, that they just don't trust it? Because trust me, we get the symbolism that they don't trust their Pokemon. They should still be able to use stronger attacks against us to make it a little bit more interesting than it is. That's just the way I feel about it. Because honestly, Silver is my favorite rival. He's got the most interesting backstory to me, being the son of Giovanni, hating Team Rocket because of it, and being a guy that mainly wants to become strong, not just to be, you know, the usual goal of being the strongest in the world, but to be strong enough to take out Team Rocket, to show his father that he is, you know, his son, that he is a really strong trainer, even though in the Magna, Giovanni pretty much goes out of his way to find his son, because he really does care. But at the same time, you know, Silver doesn't know that. Silver pretty much thinks that, well, according to the Magna, he gets captured and whatnot, and I'm not sure how much the games go, you know, how much the games follow that, which I doubt they follow it whatsoever. But again, the biggest thing to me here is the fact that, you know, I mean, yeah, like I said, he has the best backstory to me, being Giovanni's son and really trying to go out his way to become strong enough to take on Team Rocket, to show that he is strong, you know, to everybody. You know, Blue is just, you know, I'm Professor Oak's son, I'm supposed to be good because I'm his, grandson, I think, grandson, nephew, something like that. And you know, he wants to prove that he's not just this guy's relative. He is somebody, you know, and he just goes out of his way to prove that he's better from you. Interesting, but not as strong a backstory as what Silver has. And it's so upsetting to see that, because he's so weak, it kind of throws his backstory to the side, which is always so disappointing to me, but whatever. And it is done, ladies and gentlemen. We are finished up with Victory Road. Up next, we will be battling the Elite Four. And I will tell you right now, there will be no commentary for it, because the whole video will just speak for itself. See you guys then.